There's Boots the rebel cat. That's Daddy. That's Paws. There's his little kitten son, Dixie. See, Dixie's looking more like Boots, ain't he? Like Big Daddy Boots. Took down some of the lights down here. One the white string along the line. Some of it's done. Working on a Confederate flag to put on the back of this thing. It'll be up there probably tonight. I found an easy way to do it. I was gonna put was going to do something more complicated with rib nuts and bolts and making metal straps. I said, hey, wait a minute. I just use some paracord and attach it to the toolbox, and also there was this bracket down there on the bed already, so it'll be plenty strong enough. The forest flag's going on it. Right there, Bootsy. There's his other son. I don't know if that's Mama. One of them is inside. The son, Onyx, is bigger than Mama now. You're bigger than Mama too, right? See, he's like, wow, you see how he is? He wasn't even like this a couple weeks ago. It's like my buddy. Yeah, hi. Right? He's big like a full-size cat, but you can tell he's a kitten by what his mannerisms are. This guy, he was protecting the territory. The other night, I don't know, some other cat came by and I heard him snarling. But you see, these are his boys. That's his boys, so he's like, everything's cool. See how that is? That's his boys, man. Right, Bootsy? Boots the Confederate cat, right? I got the heaters on for him. One there. One there. So he's eating some water. And I'm going to maybe take this heater inside here. Boots the Confederate cat. One generally drive, right? Anyway. It's amazing. They know. He knows. He knows. These guys follow him around. Dixie especially. Oh, look, Daddy's here. Daddy's here. Well, I still got some Christmas lights up. I just took some down, but I'll probably leave part of them, about half of them up for another week. See, when Boots comes by, that guy right there, that's the Papa cat. I don't know how old he is, man. He's probably, if he's been coming by here 4 years and he was already a few years old, he's got to be at least 7, probably more than that. But he follows him, especially Dixie, right? Daddy's here, little kitten. This one is, you know what? I think that's Onyx. That's the kitten. Mama went inside. These two, Mama and him, goes in. He's the dude. He actually calmed down a lot. He's nowhere near like he used to be, man. He calmed down a lot. Come on, he can go inside. Him and Mama are inside, so he calmed down a lot. These two don't go inside. Sometimes he pokes his head in there for a little bit and he comes in there for a little bit. You see? See how he is? Right? Hey, you can bump me head? You're burping. Huh? There's your 3 boys, huh? Mama cat. So the flag's gonna be coming up over here like that. Actually, the way I'm putting it up a lot quicker and easier, it's going to be more angled to the middle of the bed, and it'll be sticking up over the roof. I don't use the forest flag too, because it's a square flag, and it won't like droop down as much. Plus, it's got 3 grommets on it. It's another thing that makes it fly, keeps it more straight. So it'll be going on there. I'll probably put it on there and just leave it on there. To hell with it. People driving by, I see a flag on my car, I'm like, to hell with them. So we got them up there in the background. Barely see the 40-footer. It's up there. That 40-footer is pretty big, man. I mean, it's not big for a commercial flag. Well, it's about It's like a small convertible flag, but typically it's a hell of a lot bigger than people have in their houses, man. So these guys are like my puppy dogs. I keep them very, very well fed, and that keeps them close to home. Most of the time I come out here, sometimes I don't see them. I'm like, a lot of times I don't see them right away, but sometimes I'll see all 4 of them right here. But they come right by. They're not far away. They kind of like hide under something, but they don't go too far. Sometimes they go in a little patch of woods over there across the street or next door, but they don't really venture. They don't venture. I mean, you're talking maybe that's 70 yards away, maybe 20 yards off the property, or not even 10, 15 yards off the property where I live. So they don't go that far. So relatively, that's pretty. You know, if you keep them fed and everything's good around here, you got treats, you got dry food, you got wet food, you have water, you got heated little meow meow beds like over here and over that one. They stick good, they stick by. So that keeps them safer. Anyway, that's a wrap. Another place he likes to hide out, right behind a little toolbox. I put that jacket there. It's a jacket was the shell on the outside of the jacket was kind of falling apart, so I turned it inside out. The liner's nice though, with the satin liner with insulation. Plus there's a rug under there and some wood. Stays pretty warm in that little pocket. Paws was this guy over here. He was down here. You see how the heater's facing down? Stayed nice and warm last night.